Alright, hello! So, I know that Fiesta doesn't start for a week plus, I don't know, time. I'm gonna go with time. The Fiesta doesn't start for time, but that isn't gonna stop me here. I am in the mood for it, and nobody's gonna tell me when I can and can't play Final Fantasy V. So, but what I'm doing today is I'm going to be playing the Ancient Cave hack. It's the one I think I've played this more recently than I have actual Final Fantasy. Actually, no, I've done the speedruns. Never mind. I've done a lot of it, though. The Ancient Cave hack is a ROM hack of the game that adds in basically a different mode. Here we are. There we go. It's called the Ancient Cave hack after the game Lufia 2, where it had the Ancient Cave as this, like, dungeon you went in with nothing and found everything you needed within the dungeon. And it was like 100 floors of fights and treasures and such. And this ROM hack is the same way. You go down the cave with nothing, level 1, and you slowly find treasures and items and jobs and spells and all sorts of things just to get yourself going. It has a lot of interesting boss encounters. We'll be seeing. Let's go ahead and get things rolling, though. So the cave's here on this little spot. So it does have a lot of grinding. This video here is going to the rules of the cave, as we'll see, mean that you have 10 minutes to spend on a floor, and you get 5 minutes back when you go to the next floor. So you want to spend 5 minutes on each floor. So, which means you're going to be seeing a lot of me fighting squirrels and stuff. No, I'm hanging out in the Discord if you want to join me. If anybody wants to join me, I'm just hanging out in there. So, this cave is loaded with, be sure to visit often. Alright, let me quick pull up my cave notes. So, this will reset everything. Okay, cool. So, see your frog. Okay, that opens the cave, resetting. So then we have, ooh, we have Sail Frog, and then we have want to always run. Yes, we want to always run. This flag, there's a bunch of flags that I can control in here. This one sets, like, if I select no on this, commands like flee or smoke will have a failure chance. Alright, let's see, this barrel is... What can I do? Oh, okay. Okay, that one sets auto-sort flags. It'll do some sorting on the inventory. If it goes to blue, that's normal. Green is sort. Let me go to the next barrel. This is the rename barrel, which we'll be using. We can rename our cast. So I want to rename our cast. So this is an English patch of it. I'm just taking a look at what these are here. Oh, that's buy sell. Oh my god. Oh, excellent. Okay. Well, I think I know what I want here. If I can find all the letters for it. A lowercase t somewhere. Is this in other versions? No, this ROM hack only exists on the Super Nintendo version. However, The ROM hack does add items from the GBA version. Things like the Force Shield exist in the cave. So we got butts. If we go ahead and alter the party, we can change other characters' names.
How's it going?
Hey, Vpriz. Just jumping into a cave. Well, not quite yet. This is a little bit of preamble to it. Not much. There's a lowercase a somewhere, right?
Somewhere. There's only about 1 billion characters in both Japanese and English combined.
Alright, we got Lena named... Lowercase a is on this one.
Yeah, I learned that the Japanese version of Final Fantasy IV has an English alphabet stashed away somewhere in there with the renaming stuff.
Oh.
That's about all you get out of it.
And then Ferris is going to be... I'm not doing, like, major renaming, because I end up forgetting things if I do that.
Hmm.
Ferris EX. Alright. So, this jar here sets the number of escapes, like, you have. This is specifically for controlling Chicken Knife. The way this works is that if I don't touch it, we start at 30 escapes. If we do touch it, I can either set it to 0 or 255. So.
Oh, so it just, you can influence the amount of escapes it has on it.
Yep. This jar does nothing. This barrel will set it to skip, I think, even floors. So you get through the dungeon twice as fast, but you basically get your ass kicked.
Uh-huh.
And this jar prevents enemies from giving experience, and this jar prevents enemies from giving AP. So, really what we're after here is the boxes, iron, and gold helm. Ooh. Wow, that's a start. Gold helm and iron armor. I'm gonna so working through this in the like FF1 or sorry in the FF5 like Super Nintendo get up is a bit odd. I'm used to this GBA one where you can L and R between characters and such. Okay,
so you're gonna try to spread that all out or just tank up?
Well, see, Gold Helm sells for $17.50, so for the first time ever, I might be able to make use of... But then again, what can I find that's better than Gold Helm here?
Oh, so you're thinking about selling the Joy Use in order to get the Ascalon.
Yeah, something like that. So the way the shop works, and the way shop works when we see it in the dungeon, is that every frame, it has a different inventory. So, like, I could sell this hat in order to, like, outfit the party with, like, real... Like, so that everybody has, like, mithril knife, you know, something like that.
Right.
That's about what I could do with it.
Do the values change at all?
Like, the costs? Or the...
Yeah.
Not in this shop. But there's a multiplier that gets applied the deeper within the cave you go. So if I see the shop on floor 10, I think it's double price, and then it keeps going up and up and up and up and up and up, and the lower down it goes.
Okay, so you might as well just like get it while the getting's good.
Right. So I'm gonna give it a couple flips to see if there's anything like really worthwhile to see here. Like again, daggers for everybody. That sort of thing. Yeah, nobody should own gold until everybody owns bronze. That's basically it. Yeah, so we got dagger, knife. I'm gonna sell this hat, so I'm gonna sell gold hat, and then we got 1750 to work with. That could get me 3 mithril knives, and I guess I could sell knife to get a 4th mithril knife, and then have everybody on mithril knives. That's not a bad start. Let's see if we can find better quick. Iron armor for people. Leather. Ooh, leather shield's actually really cheap. I should probably buy a set of those. Spear is cheap. So, like I said, every time I go back in and out, it's going to be changing because of this. Mage Masher's a little expensive. Probably not worth it. Let's try to find those leather shields. So, we own 1. I'm gonna just buy 4. Or buy up to 4. And then let's, so everybody gets a shield.
That Fumisher just taunting you up there. Never mind, it went away.
Oh. The Fuma Shuriken?
Yeah, the Fum... What, you got 25,000 gold somewhere in these barrels, don't you?
Yeah, sure. Alright, so let's buy... I can still buy 3 mithril knives. Yeah, let's buy 3 mithril knives. And then equip everybody out with a mithril... And we can sell...
Yeah, this is honestly a pretty great start.
Yeah. Sell dagger, sell knife. Usually I don't get to use this store, which is the reason I'm using the store right now, is because usually you don't get to use this store at all. Like, you don't have any cash to start with, so... Might be worth just, like, finding potion and buying a bunch of those. Healing's generally a hard thing to come by in the early dungeon.
Yeah, sometimes it's like... I see something and I am just, like... I don't know, like a few gil short of it, and I'm like, oh, the Lamia's hat sells for that much, doesn't it?
Yeah. I'm literally just looking for potion proper here. I don't even know if potion can appear in this, but that's what I want. Yeah, the Ashura, So we're going to be seeing a lot of these items as we go down. Chests work the same way as this shop in that every frame, the item in the chest, like, rotates. Aegis Shield for 18 grand. Maybe I can't buy, Maybe that's just not available. Flat potion. It hasn't shown up, so... Alright, let's operate under the assumption that flat potion doesn't exist. Find something to throw the rest of my money at. Maybe an iron hat? Yeah, let's go with iron hat. That should be...
That'll work.
Fine. We're down to 5 gil. Alright. So, in order to enter, you just have to go over here. We're all freelancers right now. Enter the cave. So the cave is 99 floors. Each 11 is a boss floor. And the cave gets more and more, like, difficult as you go. Basically, goes forward in time and dungeons as we dive.
And the whole 5-minute time frame per floor is more or less just a way of making sure you're maximizing the amount of time you're spending and while minimizing the amount of like diminishing returns on your timer.
Black magic fire, speed potion, bronze hat. Yeah, so yeah, when you go down a floor, that timer goes up by 5 minutes. So like, I don't want to burn time, especially this early. You kind of need to keep up on these fights, or else you fall behind very quickly. So we get to fight Killer Bee a lot. Ogre Axe, ooh. And a bronze hat. Cool. It equipped Trial with a broadsword instead of the knife, because I only bought 3 mithril knives. The reason I wanted the knives, the reason I chose mithril knife as my choice, is that right now we're all freelancers. That's not going to last. We're going to be getting jobs very quickly, but knives are nearly, like, universal. Very few classes cannot equip knives. Specifically, like, what, White Mage?
Like, that Ogre Axe is going to be carrying you for a while. It's just, you have no idea how long it's going to carry you.
Right. So, one of the things that's a bit of a killer this early is, when you level up, you don't heal. Like, so I've leveled up twice, or I've leveled up to level 3 here on everybody, and, like, they have missing HP because they're going to continue having missing HP. So finding your first source of like a permanent sort of heal is important. White Mage and some way to restore MP. Restoring MP too is very important.
Also, the urns are only like every 10 floors.
The full heal urns?
Yeah.
Completely random.
Oh. Hey.
There are about a little under 24 tile sets, I want to say, that the cave can put you on a floor. It is determined on the frame that you go down the stairs. If you like loaded state and went down on the same frame, you would get the same floor. Like, again, that's how a lot of the randomization is.
But the tile set has to contain the urn in its data in order for the urn to show up there, right?
Yeah. So you have to get the Wind Shrine in order to get that one.
Yeah, like no healing chests, no healing crates.
Kunai. Maximum bankable time is 10 minutes because the timer was based off of the castle Karnak escape. So that's like where it pulled it from. However, the game does use the timer in multiple locations. You see it as well when you're doing Go-Go. I think it's 7 minutes on that one.
7 minutes, you can refresh your timer midway through the Walls Tower, and then finally you just sort of, I don't know.
Yeah. Okay, our armor is very good. 0, 0, 0. So yeah, I personally find this, like, very, just kind of relaxing. I realize that, like, about 80 to 90% of the, like, Ancient Cave experience is just fighting random enemies and kind of grinding on them. And that's a bit of a soothing experience. So... for me, this is a prelude to the Fiesta coming up in a week plus.
Getting yourself just sort of reacclimated with all the mechanics and stuff. Well, reacclimated is a strong word given how many years we've spent.
I was gonna say, we know.
Jeez, just because you know how to ride a bike doesn't mean that it doesn't feel good to get behind the wheel and just start, like, pedaling.
Oh my god, Dark Cloud 2 golf tournament. Ooh. If you can only hold your breath for 7 minutes, I think you can still blitzball. Rounds are 5, right?
Yeah, except Tidus and basically everyone else in that world get to just, like, ignore water pressure.
Right, well, they have infinite breath underwater, Riku, Waka, and Tidus.
No, I mean, like, they get to go, like, deep sea diving hundreds of feet below water to do a thing for 20 minutes.
Yeah. That's the start of the game. I like the idea of Dark Cloud 2 golf tournament.
How do you know there's not?
I'm
sure there's a little sphere of people who've caught on to the same idea. We just don't know where they are yet.
A sphere of people.
A sphere of people.
A sphere of
Is my rate shitting itself?
What's that?
No,
I could hear you. I was just kept saying Spheda because that's the name of the golf in Dark Cloud 2.
Oh, Jesus
I'm
Christ.
not correcting you. It's a joke.
No, it's fine. It's
Time magic speed. Silver. Ooh. Oh, we can equip that. That's plus some defenses. Yeah.
Zombo, thank you for the vote of confidence. I apologize for constantly having to ask that and basically where I go, but
I know.
it's a thing that has come up.
Crap. I want battle speed at 6.
Sounds about right.
Well, not until I'm actually at bosses. I'll keep battle.
Yeah, for random encounters, it's fine. It's just, you know.
Monster. Oh God!
Encounters
All right.
are going to start to matter at some point.
So monster in a box. Oh, thank God! It's just the random encounter gorilla. Monster in a boxes pull from about 10-ish floors up. Like floors down, I mean. So like a monster in a box can just ruin you. Luckily, that was just Garula. But you still get an item. Antidote. Yeah. Enemy drops and things have been, altered as well. Like, we can't farm Moldwind for Elixir. We might be able to, I don't know. Yeah, see, but... summon Chocobo and Time Magic. Okay, Float is like real Time Magic. I'm not, like, sad to see. Yeah, glad this map doesn't have holes. There we go. I'm gonna grab this chest. So the kind of way to evaluate any given floor is how much like how many treasure chests it gives you. That's the main evaluation for how good or bad a floor is. There's a couple other pieces that matter for it. There's a few unique floors that have their own like unique things on them. We talked about the Wind Shrine having the healing pot. But you can't use the healing pot infinitely. I think it has a random amount of uses, and it's unknown. It has one or more uses.
See, I thought for a while that it actually charged you like an N.
No. Let's see, what other floors are like... there's the shop floor. There's a floor that just has the shop on it. Tons of chests, but it is huge. As long as you, like, are leaving yourself the full 10 minutes, which that floor is the reason why, you basically will make it through that floor in a normal amount of time. Like, about 5 minutes. But the fire floor is one of the winners, because it has so many chests on it. One thing that's we want to find soon is, as you might expect with Final Fantasy V, a job. We want to find some sort of because right now all of the like AP we're getting for these fights is nothing. You know, it's 0. because it's not going towards anything.
Hmm.
So. What other... I'm trying to think of other unique floors. There's some floors that are, like, super busts you don't want ever. Fire Ship is a pretty bad one. That sort of thing.
Like, they never derive. Like, they never change the layout of the floors. It's just pieces of the map from the game that you just sort of wander around.
Yep, like, this is the place where you fight Wendigo, the Wind Temple.
Yeah, the main room before that with all the traps.
Yep. Alright, I think I'm going to use one potion on everybody to bring them up to a realistic... Yes, jobs will be found in chests. That's the only way to find them.
That's where they are.
Trying to think of other floors that aren't very good here. Yeah, so we are freelancers right now, but we do not have freelancer. What this means is that once I switch off of freelancer, I cannot switch back. But yeah, the fun...
Is that Fiesta rules or your rules?
That's like, once I switch off of Fiesta or freelancer, the game literally will not allow me to switch back, as I do not own the job. So it's the game's rules. There's no rules to it. It's like it's a game mechanic.
You've done this before, though. Is the thing.
I know. Yeah. So like, depending on the job we get, we might switch one or more of our characters to it, you know, like... You know, if I get White Mage, I'm not going to switch 4 characters to White Mage, because then I can't win a fight. Okay.
Well, of course not. You don't have the flail.
Yeah, I wasn't able to purchase that. We're still in the White Snake, Goblin, and Moldwind territory, so... The game takes a little while to ramp. Again, I am taking a lot of time here to gain levels specifically, so that later I don't. Or that later I'm able to fight. One thing here as well, you've seen we've gotten spells out of chests. We've gotten, like, you know, we got Mini, we got Float, we got Speed. Once you get a spell that's pulled out of the, like, pool, like, you no longer can get that spell. So, like, we can't get duplicates.
Well, you could, like, because it's a universal pool.
Hmm?
Well, because it's like, all spells are a universal pool that everyone draws from. You have, like, your white universal pool, your black universal pool, time, summon. Everything is, like, everyone is the same pool when they use jobs.
Yep. You can... Hey, skeletons. How you doing? You can get, I think you can get blue magic that you've already gained. Like, you do find blue magic in chests, and I think you can... I don't remember if you can...
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, that's right.
Like, I don't know if it pulls it from the list until, like, after you see it, or, like, you know... I know a lot of...
So the difficulty flag can go up in between... Just, like, as you're roaming around, like, all of a sudden you're in wrecked ship level enemy territory?
I think it's just that this floor specifically is, like, the in-between. Like, I'm not 100% on the mechanics of how the ROM hacker chose to do these floors, but I do know the mechanics of how, FF5 does random encounters in areas, and there's only so many specific encounters you can find on one tile set. Like, I guess what I'm saying is, in FF5, you don't get experience from an enemy, you get experience from a group, and you can only fight specific groups. You know, we're not, like, we... So on this floor, triple skeleton is just one of the legal groups to find, and I think it slowly gets more and more. Again, that's more, like, informed by, like, what I've seen, rather than, like... I didn't make the ROM hack, so...
Yeah. Yeah, speaking of more and more, we're hoping to see a more Legend of Dragoon sometime.
I've gotten a couple people say that. I want to get to the point where, like, it'd be cool to get to the point where, like, the mechanic of the game happens. The one mechanic of the game.
I think the game has already happened. This is more or less what you're gonna get with
It's true.
We're just, like, extremely interested.
Ooh.
Shitty early PSX RPGs. What?
Ooh, back attacked by some, canal, enemies. Mechanic singular of the game. There's 1.5 mechanics to the game. I'm feeling generous. I'll give Dragoon half a mechanic. There's a lot of different legal encounters on this floor.
Yeah, I'm noticing, because you got Wreck Ship, you got the Wind Shrine, you also got Torna Canal.
Yeah, all 3 in this area.
I guess this is one of the things that we just have to stress when you're in a room, especially when you're in a particularly smaller room and you've already exhausted all of the treasure chests. Stick around. Every bit of experience helps.
Yep. Hey, Many-Lots. This is a ROM hack for Final Fantasy V, the Super Nintendo version, called the Final Fantasy V Ancient Cave. Effectively making the game, like, diving through 99 floors of this, you know, like, 99 semi-random floors of this dungeon that gets increased in difficulty, and we just kind of find items as we go. We find jobs, we find magic, we find, weapons, you know, all sorts of things just on our way.
Yeah, randomly generated dungeon dives are just sort of, I don't know, a thing. People love them a lot.
Ooh, high potion. That's a real prize at this point. Like, I don't have any magic right now for healing. Hey, skeleton. My damage is at least very real, so...
The problem is, once you use that high potion, you're going back to 0.
But it's at least an option if I get stuck in a...
1 is a greater number than 0, yes.
I think I might actually have 2. Like, you have a starting, like... When you enter the cave, you get handed, like, 10 potions and, like, a couple, like, items? Ooh. Oh, boy. This is a floor.
Yeah, I was about to say if Geomancer terrains were an open season for this one.
It depends on the Nope.
Well, it's because I noticed that when you were in the Wind Shrine area, it didn't have the trap floors that it usually does.
It depends on the floor. So there's a floor later that's like lava that doesn't hurt you. This one does. This one I'm paying blood for. Yes, you start.
Oh, the lava can hurt you as opposed to the lava that can't.
Yes, there's lava that can't hurt you. Yep.
Yeah.
As the title suggests, this is Pre-Fiesta. We are. I'm preheating the Fiesta with this. I am going to fight skeletons for hours on end to preheat the Fiesta. But yeah.
The oven, so that Fiesta in it will come out a rich golden brown.
Even here, even these skeletons will give me their knives. Blood.
Blood.
Let's try not to die. I feel strong enough to, like, just kill encounters when I run into them, so...
Yeah, this is rather dicey.
Yeah, I'm just at 1. You can't die from lava, but I want all these items. There's 7 over here, and 7 items is huge.
7 items.
I was gonna
7
bring up.
bites of the apple.
I was gonna bring up that monster in a box could just murder my ass, but oh, it's a Galacat. I can beat a Galacat. Oh, it's 1 Galacat. I didn't want to say it aloud because that would make it happen 100%. Gaia gear. Whoa.
Okay.
And a ribbon.
What the?
Alright.
You better hope you get as much mileage as that out of those freelancers as you can.
Yeah. Okay. So once I get across this, I'm gonna have to spend some potions to put myself at not 1, because the last thing I want is to just fall over dead, you know? Hey!
This was well worth the trip.
White Magic Cure, Summon Titan, and an Ether. Okay, White Magic Cure we still can't use because we don't have a White Mage, but...
These are sound investments.
Yes. Well worth it.
Especially since Titan carries you through practically the entire second world if you really can't get anything else.
True, the problem is MP is such a restricted resource in this game. So let's go ahead and use 1 potion.
Yeah, Titan plus Gaia gear. You got it made.
Yeah, I know, Titan plus Gaia gear, because... let me see if I can...
I also think your defense is high enough to where these enemies probably aren't going to be smacking you for more than around, like, 10 right now.
Right. Like, I feel... Yeah, increase the power of Earth Elemental attacks by 50%. So yeah, we have Gaia Gear Titan as like a... I think that what I would call that is an ace in the hole for a while. That isn't going to be like plan A, but that's going to be like panic button plan, you know, if we get Summoner. Like all of a sudden, like, oh, I'm in a fight that I need done, or I got attacked by a monster in a box that is way above my pay grade. Let's end
Oh
it.
no, I need a strong man.
Yeah.
Titan is literally the option in this game where you can just sort of flip the table over. Literally.
Yep. One thing I may want to do at some point, and it's hard to figure out when, is have somebody take a dive for a little bit. So that...
Oh, for, yeah, I know.
Yeah. For specifically to avoid, like, you know, the level 5 death, like, murder where your whole party is the same level. We're not getting enough... Did I just get another Gaia Gear? Told you these drops are randomized. Yeah, okay.
I hope you're not complaining about 2 Gaia Gears in a row.
Yeah, like, when I find a heal pot floor is a very... Yeah, level 5 death safety is the place. Alright, told you, items are randomized, but they're also sometimes just the mithril knife. It's, a truly random system can come back around to be exactly what it was at the first point, so... Still no jobs. A lot of magic, but no jobs. However, we're leveling quite quickly. Encounters we've been running, you know, we're 8 now, which is nice.
This is honestly the sort of thing that you would be telling yourself in the early parts of the cave, because it's just, oh man, I'm getting a whole lot of resource. I'm getting a lot of plan A, but no plan B in order to put the pieces together. And so, again, everything is just sort of investment building up to the final set that you have, where you can just sort of start really taken
Okay.
off the cave.
So this floor only looks like it has the 2 pots, but I'll like to show off something that the tile set does do. So this pot is an item, Black Magic Poison, but above me, Phoenix Down, and below me, Leather Shield. So this floor is not nearly as bad as it looks. There's a couple floors that have the invisible items as well. In certain places. The way you can tell that they're invisible items, this will become a lot more apparent on a later tile set when we get to the bridge, is that they're not passable through. Like, you cannot walk through an invisible item tile. So, like, this here is a tile. I'm trying to walk into this, I can't, but if I kind of walk around it, I can. So, like, it's important to note that for, like, I think 3 different floors. Oh no, pass through.
I don't think I'll ever forget when we watched Pass Through.
Got a mallet. Power song found. Soft. Still no jobs. I do definitely remember watching Pass Through.
You are clean! You are clean!
Do you remember the, like, tiger that was just kind of sitting up on a cliff?
Yeah, it showed up several times. Like, no, it was there.
Yeah, like, how many
You'd
times?
think it was a power animal or something, but,
Do you
and just kind of chilling out.
Do you remember the GoPro, footage? That was, like, film. It was like a drone with a GoPro attached.
Yeah, it was just making sweeping shots across the canyon, and...
What floor am I on? This is quite early. We haven't reached the first boss floor yet. Oh, I took damage. Okay.
yes, that was Neil Breen.
Yeah. This is floor 5 or 6. I think I can check in the menu once I'm outside of this fight, and I will for you. But again, we take our time on these floors because you get 5 minutes back when you floor transition, but you want to maximize your time usage. That's a, you know, you gotta maximize the value that you're getting out of your moves. I like it. It's the reason that I enjoyed playing Dragon Quarter. Crown's just taking the hits. Alright, let me see what floor I'm on. I think normal dagger. I cannot see what floor I'm on? Maybe only on floor transitions. Yeah. I think on floor transitions it'll tell me. Oh god.
Oh, were those the scenes where, like, Neil Breen just suddenly phases onto the set of a news broadcast and then makes all of the bad people in the world just disappear?
That film.
Shit, what was that, like? They come back to it several times. That one scene where he's just, like, constantly phasing closer and closer to, like, the wall of a canyon somewhere, and he's pressing against it.
Yeah, they did that scene like 4 times.
Yeah.
I say they, he.
Somebody would have been with him.
Before he made the bad people
Drive the
disappear.
GoPro.
Yeah. Well, he was never on screening at the same time as the GoPro. Those are just sweeping shots, you know? I guess somebody had to be on camera, though.
There were actors in this movie other than Neil Breen. I'm being charitable here. He had to interact with other people in order to make it.
Are we sure? We're certain of this. What?
I'm thinking that those other actors were, like, their own individual human beings and not suddenly Neil Breen morphing into, like, just like 2 men who are just sitting outside a shitty trailer in the Arizona desert.
Do the pots work? Those are not healing pots, sadly. We will see a healing pot, though, on a later floor at some point. These are just item chests on this floor. Hey, skeleton. Watching Pass Through was an experience. Watching Double Down for the first time was also an experience. When I think, I'm pretty sure Gnome streamed that one as part of one of the marathons, and...
Okay, Gilbreen experience.
Right, one more fight and then we're gonna drop floors. Yep. Alright, let's see what floor we're on. Again, there's 99, every 11 is a boss floor, and the boss floors are some of the most interesting ones, as they have some unique takes on bosses. Oh, floor 6, we're on Ancient Cave. And this is the Phantom, this is the Phantom Village. If you remember this place, and in the game, there's... you walk through here to get to, the back half of town, basically.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't this kind of a problem because you're behind the bar counter, so it's very... I guess this is something you just have to deal with in the Ancient Cave. Some of these tile sets are very tiny.
Yep, but there's still Timetic Stop, Antidote...
Kenpo and Elixir, huh?
Yeah. Elixir's huge. That's MP restoration.
That's also a shitload of shit.
Oop, monster in a box. Okay. 2 rock slugs. I think we're okay fighting rock slug. What gimmick is going on here precisely? As I mentioned, this is like randomly generated... Wow, an elixir. This is a ROM hack of the game. It's a ROM hack that adds in this like 99 floor dungeon that you start at level 1, go in with no items except for like a couple potions and like the starting equipment you would normally have, and you just go on down the dungeon and try to make your way as deep as you can.
You get jobs from chests, you get spells from...
Yeah.
All of your means to any sort of power whatsoever come from chests.
Yep.
The equipment does come from enemy drops too.
Yes. So you notice right now I still have no jobs. Oof. And that's how the way that this works. You know, you work with what you're given, and if I'm just stuck on Freelancer, that's not the worst thing. Freelancer, specifically in this, has the strength of equip all. So
yeah, and you do have a ribbon.
That actually is that's a good point. Who wants that? I didn't even put that on somebody. Also a Kenpo could go on somebody as well. Over the leather, yeah. So again, I'm putting this disclaimer up front so that people know what they're getting in for. That this is you know, just kind of a slow, methodical descent into here, and once we get into the later floors, we get to have some... That's where it gets more interesting, where we have, like, once we get to floors where it's like, I can't fight these enemies, or I need to just kind of, like, bypass floors, or, like, the boss floors, and I love the bosses. I've mentioned it before, but, like, they do some unique additions to the bosses, and they're very good.
Yeah, like in dungeon dives like these, in JRPGs, you not only have to deal with whatever hand you, also dealing with resources.
Yep.
The resource management isn't just come at random.
Yeah. Yeah, Dragoon would actually be a really good find. I think Lancer is a... Ooh, nice hit. Lancet is all, is a powerful way to, like, you know, heal up. MP is hard to come by.
I'm going to say that I don't think that there are any bad Earth jobs. Not even Dragoon. Dragoon is just, like, aggressively milquetoast.
Okay, I'm fighting the tattoos here, so we're past Skeleton Cave. The wrecked the graveyard, ship graveyard.
No, that is right after, so it's fine.
I wish Dragoon did more.
Yeah, Dragoon is really mediocre. Meanwhile, Samurai has a bunch of neat tricks it can do, and Katanas are strong. Dancer is fun, but you can just, like, try to get sword dance as much as you can.
Dancer, I hate it.
And Chemist is Chemist.
Red Mage, oh god. Red Mage is impossible to use in this because you'll never get to double cast.
Again, I honestly think that Red Mage would be so much better if it had access to White and Black 4.
Yeah.
That covers Shell, that covers Bio, we're done.
Looks like 1 or 2 more fights on this floor is all we're getting. Is Chemist bad in this hack? Well, Chemist, like, mix command isn't the greatest, but Chemist has other commands.
Yeah, Chemist still has a ton of other really powerful commands. People bank all on mixed, and for good reason, but at the same time, it's got, like, recover and revive.
Yeah, also double effectiveness on item usage. Also, drink is a pretty good command if you have just stuff around. Like
I didn't say drink because drink allows all items to function.
Right.
Recover and revive do not.
Truth. All right. Oh, I went down a floor and this looks familiar. This is truly the Mirage Village.
Oh shit, because God damn it. There are 2 Mirage Villages. The one that you actually find and the one in the Void. Also, you're fucked.
I don't have to take it.
You do have that Ogre Axe, though.
Like, if I do take it, it's not the worst. Is equip axes even worth putting on somebody?
Equip Ogre Axes might be worth putting on somebody.
God, no commands. Yeah, this is a huge trap. Also, I need to actually... Again, God... Okay, hold on. So the sort command, I changed it so it leaves these top rows alone, so, like, I can... like, sort these.
So if you can't get anything else, then yeah, just save it for after Liquid Flame.
Oh god, a Liquid Flame. Right. Yeah, I definitely don't want a Berserker for Liquid Flame. F. What did I just get there? Mage Mash?
Ignore 80% of this fence. Yeah,
Ooh,
sure.
Mage Mash.
Mage Mash is good. Their damage isn't random, it has high variance.
Yeah, like... Random in the sense that, yes, it does have a random element controlling it, but known. Yeah, the reason I don't want to switch on to Berserker is because I can't switch off.
Yeah.
If I could switch off... Flameskin Ancient Sword? Ancient Sword.
Oh, right. Do you need a warning when you're about to head into library monster territory? Because like, we need to know what the tiers are. Well, what they're ordered in.
No, this just goes like game. So at this point, like, you know, it's this. Then we're going to get the mountain. Then we're going to get Waltz Tower, then we're going to get encounters outside of Karnak, then we'll get ship encounters, then we'll get encounters outside of library, then we'll get library.
Okay, so once finding silent bees and stuff, you'll know when you need to exercise caution.
Yeah. Oh, but once I get a heal pot floor, I'm just going to like have somebody take a dive, and for that floor, they're not going to get experience. That's gonna be my game plan. I don't know who's gonna take that dive, but somebody's gonna take a dive.
Also, maybe, hopefully we get some more Phoenix Downs for this.
Right. We do have, I think, one starting Phoenix down, but again, that's why I want to wait until a heal pot floor. Like, you know, because then I can just touch the heal pot and full heal, and like I won't need to spend my. I think it's one. No, I've got. Well, yeah, no, I've got 5 Phoenix Downs. Okay, it's nowhere near as bad. And a tent. What the hell's the point of a tent? Can I use that?
Yeah, I was about to ask.
Like, there's no save points in the cave. Like, at all. But yeah, happy with getting, like, we're getting sort of these incremental upgrades that are really nice. Mage Mash and Ancient Sword are, like, we're not
Very
talking
high level.
but we're not talking like I picked up Excalibur or Assassin Dagger, you know. Oh jeez, I did a lot of playing with this years back to learn how it works. Every time you pass a boss floor, the available item pool shifts. At least, available item pool in chest. I don't know about, incremental's underselling, yes. Like, but, like, I'm
Item pool, as in, like, the tax bracket moves up?
Yeah, for chests. That is to say, like, chests right now you can't just get flare out of. At least I don't think you can. Like, you're not...
Yeah, I was gonna say, because Gaia Gear and Ribbon seem to say no.
Well, it depends. It's specifically certain things are like locked behind depth. It's not everything for certain. As you've seen, we have some very powerful options right now, but like it's not. We don't have 100% availability of everything right away. This also means that like it moves up the tax bracket, which means that if you don't get like early spells, you just might not be able to get them. Because the tax bracket has moved up. I really like Gatling and how silly it looks. I don't know how much
I don't know if I'm gonna miss the early spells, but then again, maybe you need coverage.
It depends on the early spell too, like, and also like what it defines for early spell for like different classes. Eye drops.
Yeah, also the jobs that you can get.
Yes, that also moves up. Speaking of, we are still a bunch of freelancers. Yeah, Vampire is an early spell.
Hey, another Phoenix down.
I'll take it.
Also, I'm glad that they are, with some of these rooms, how the tile sets are structured, because, like, you can pick up items in the bulletin tiles, for instance.
Yeah.
That's kosher.
Phew.
Because you get the bone mail out of one of them.
This tile set's not the best. It only has those 2 items.
Well, I'm saying is, in this particular vanilla game, you can get anything.
Right. They do that.
There do exist. This particular tile set does have tiles that are allowed to contain treasure.
Yeah. They do that a lot. Some floors are unaltered as far as like treasure chest goes. Some floors are heavily altered.
It looks to me like you're pretty safe for turning someone off in order to vary the levels around a bit. 7 Phoenix Downs.
I'll do it next floor. I don't like spending any Phoenix Downs if I can get away with it. They're expensive, like, to purchase, and hard to come by.
That's true.
We have no other means of revival at this point. No life, no command revive, no Phoenix. That'd be good, right? Get Phoenix this early.
You say that like you have any classes that could use them anyway.
Well, I don't have any classes, so yeah, you're right. Staff, flame scheme. I'm just kind of taking a look through.
Also, Ancient Sword pretty fantastic for this point in the game because it also carries a sleep proc on it.
Mm-hmm. Wait, no, is that an old proc?
No. Oh, yeah, it is an
Yeah,
old
it's
proc.
an old
I was
proc.
thinking of something else.
Yeah, that's different.
Ancient Sword carries a lot of, like, weird effects
Yeah.
that vary from game to game.
Like, I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, wait a minute. That doesn't sound like what I use against Gilgamesh.
No, it doesn't. I'm thinking, like, let's see. Because Ancient Sword in Final Fantasy IV had Curse. Ancient Curse.
3 elixirs aren't infinite gil, because they only sell for 5.
Yeah, you buy them for 15,000, sell for 5.
Yeah. That's a specific thing, because early in the game, you could farm elixirs from Moldwind, and they don't want to give you 50,000 bucks right away. So elixirs don't follow normal sell rules.
That is kind of a problem.
Seriously, Gatling is a very silly looking enemy. I didn't appreciate it before. Alright, bunch of softs. Bandersnah.
Oh, yeah, that guy's, like, on the very top of the area right before it. This is a problem when you're a zoologist in the Fiesta, because there are all these stupid enemies that you never actually encounter on your way through the entire game.
Yeah. Alright, we probably got like 2 more encounters.
What is the name of that one with a bunch of flowers? It's like way in some godforsaken corner of the ocean. Vieira?
Oh,
Villa?
when you're talking about ocean monsters, I like... There's like half a dozen of those sort of things. Like, just the ocean monsters that are like, I've never seen this before, because it only appears on a 3-tile... Like, it's like Phoebus, you know?
Yeah. I mean, I know the Rooks hang around Crescent Island.
Oop, 3 Bandersnahs. Yo, they hit hard. Yikes. Alright, well, looks like Kryle's the one who's down.
Oh, geez.
It has been decided for me. I should probably heal up a little bit. Alright, let's switch floors first, and then we'll... Alright, forest floor.
Yeah, for a jobless run, this has been going pretty well for a freelancer.
Yeah. So this one, you just kind of have to know to kind of like go around the sides. And Poison Axe. Okay, I'll take Poison Axe. That's good.
Poison axe, huh?
Yeah. Black Magic Sleep. Jobless looks over at the Berserker in the pocket. Nobody,
Yeah, it is kind of nudging your shoulder a little bit.
like nobody's taking that one.
I don't know, Sandworm, maybe. Time for me to get my act together, but no, not happening. No sale.
Yeah, I've got the axes and I can equip them without any, like, job to help me. Alright.
The worst part, too, is that for the purposes of this cave, Berserker's one of the most effortless classes you could possibly equip.
Right.
Because that's what you're doing anyway. This just saves you a step. It's the process.
And there's this. White Mage. Okay, somebody's going into White Mage immediately.
Oh, thank God. Probably Lena. She has the highest magic.
Meh.
Meh.
Who looks better in it? Oh, Kral's on the ground, right.
Cryle looks the best in it, is the problem.
But Kral's on the ground.
Yeah, and she looks the...
Hey, Butts. Looks like you're a White Mage now.
I suppose.
So
but Cryle gets the cute little shaman hat.
But I need to start getting the like, experience from it now.
Oh.
So the reason I want to switch onto this, like, I only have 5 MP, you know, like, oh man, that sucks, but I need to start leveling this to be able to get access to, like, later white magic schools.
Again, this is extremely good because Cure is something that we've had for a while.
Yeah.
Even though we don't have a lot of MP to use it yet, we still, like, that's still step 1.
I could eat an ether and just call it good. Like,
I feel like you might as well. You probably, like, gained 50 billion levels by now, so your MP pool is significant.
it's like 70 or sorry, it was like 60 when I just looked at it. Again, no reason to right now.
What for?
Chemist job.
Hello.
Lena, you like poisons.
A lot of off liquid flame, but that's we will play defensively.
Well, I've still got knives, you know?
Yeah.
And, like, I still have Mage
Also,
Smasher.
you made it thing like a bunch of turtle shells and eye drops. Who knows?
Well, we'll see. Honestly, I want, like, you know, the commands from it. Those will be nice.
What you're buffering at 160p. What is your deal? Oh, I know what your deal is. 3 is going on. That's what your deal is.
Heal staff. So, the heal staff.
Oh, looks like you don't need that ether after all. Congrats.
Oh, heal staff is one of the few like, non-resource costing ways of healing. That's
Also,
huge.
Cura, as opposed to Cure.
Excellent. Let's heal on up. Cool. This is the way it goes. The luck that comes with the run. We don't get any jobs early, and it's like, okay, but here we go.
Finally getting back up to respectable HP amounts.
Yeah, it's the thing that's scary with being this low on health isn't like specifically like the monsters we're fighting. It's the monster in a boxes we're fighting. Like if I ran, like there's a chance I open up a box and it's, you know, like enemies from Karnak Castle at this point, like, or Defeater or something like that. Like all of a sudden Flash happens, we're blind, and I just like, okay.
Oh yeah, crew dust fight. Mm.
Yeah, like those are possible things. And you don't really want to run from... You open up a box and it's Dome Chimera.
And you toast.
You don't want to run from a monster in a box because you're giving up a treasure if you do.
Right.
A real treasure, too. Like, not a... You open up a box and it's the entire waterfall piranha encounter. That'd just be silly. I don't know who that would happen to. Maiden's Kiss? Oop, that's half of it. I'm gonna keep Cryo on the ground for a little while. I want to actually get levels, is the thing. Like, right now, we're still all level 11, and the point here is to be different levels. So... Oh, I should equip Ferris with the Ancient Sword.
You got the pharmacy.
Alright, there's some leveling up.
Oh, okay. Because, I don't know, I feel like... Do you have an ice rod?
No, I have a poison rod.
Close enough. I don't think that's enough to take out Liquid Flame immediately, but that's damage.
No, it's not. The thing with Liquid Flame is that the version of Liquid Flame we're going to be fighting is not normal Liquid Flame. So, like, we can't, like, walk
Seriously?
We can't walk into that fight with, like, the knowledge we, like, from normal Liquid Flame and, like, use that. It doesn't work. You'll get killed for it. Yeah, we're trying to make sure we don't get wiped by level 5 death, so I'm, like, specifically letting Kryl take a nap for a little while.
What, does the hand have counter Maelstrom or something?
No, it's just the Liquid Flame from the Phoenix Tower instead. Which means it has, like, 8,000 health rather than 3.
Oh.
Which means you need sustained damage rather than normal damage in order to win that fight. Like, you can't just break a rod and say it's over.
Why?
Sorry, I spoiled the fight, but by that point, it's winnable. Like, you actually have the resources to win that fight. So, like...
If you say so.
Has an FF5 randomizer occurred yet? I have not done one. I've not played through one. That one I'm waiting for the Fiesta to kind of play on. But Vprisoner does have one of those made. I think it's...
Vprisoner has a lot going on.
Yeah, I think it's FF5 Grand Cross is the name of the randomizer.
Like, we still have to thank them for the Aria randomizer.
Oh god, the Aria randomizer is so good.
Some games are just randomization format.
Yeah.
FF6 maybe not so much, but it still works, so whatever. Fine.
Well, this body blow hits hard, 50. Loon started, cool. Excellent.
Nice.
That is exciting. Alright. Super happy to have a real source of healing. That's very powerful right now.
Yeah, like I said, you don't have like a ton of offense right now, but your defense game is looking pretty strong.
I'd say my offense is good enough. I'm basically one-hitting enemies still with Ancient Sword and Mage Masher, so...
Well, there's one-hitting enemies at this step, and then there's Liquid Flame.
Right. Well, Liquid Flame, I feel like, again, like, because of the healing we have, we should be okay for that fight.
Is that version of Liquid Flame open to silence?
I don't recall.
Because you could Mage Mash.
True. Like, I know a ton of facts about normal Liquid Flame, but Tower Liquid Flame I've basically never fought outside of the Ancient Cave hack here, so...
It might be a little bit more generous with the status ailment protection just because it's a, like... I don't want to say fixed random encounter, but it is a fixed encounter that is not boss.
Right. Guess we'll see. Oh, we got Mix.
Hey.
Let's put that on for now.
Still not level 12, huh?
No, we're level 12. We hit it. Right now, I'm going to pick up Kryl after this floor is over.
Oh, okay.
So, a bit of a discrepancy like that isn't too bad. You know, it means that we're less susceptible to something like level 3 Flare, level 2 Old, and obviously level 5 Death. That's the big one. Level 5 frickin' Death. That is a power ritual in and of itself in this game by a lot. I love it.
No, it's only a ritual because Old exists.
No, and Darkspark.
Ah, that's true too.
All
Darkspark
right.
is a little less, you know. They do kind of wrap around each other in interesting ways, that whole cycle, because level 2 Old may or may not need Darkspark in order to function. You may or may not need Darkspark and or level 2 Old for level 5 function, etc., etc.
Time Magic Regen. Mongaush? Yeah.
Mongaush is good.
Has a million flags like the... Okay, I'm looking... I'm gonna have to take a look at what exactly options are available in that randomizer, because I'm really interested in running a Fiesta run with it. And just see, like, what we get. Hey, Gorilla. This is not the boss encounter, Gorilla. We would have just taken, like, 6 attacks if it was. Alright, so this is the first room of, Oh, another heal staff. That's unnecessary.
Oh, you do have a chemist.
If I like need it, I could.
It's greatly appreciated.
Alright. But yeah, I'll have to take a lot of looks into like what is available on that randomizer, because I'm intrigued. Eye drops? No, it's not real.
I mean, if you have too many copies of the heal staff, you can just combine them to make a 6-star heal staff.
Ooh, good idea. I think I got all the items in here.
God, what still slays me is that the friggin' bone mail is just a 2-star.
That bothers the heck out of me.
The bone mail needs more respect than that, I'm sorry.
It also bothers me that Genji equipment is 5-star no text.
I think Genji equipment is like super old though.
That's why.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. I think I've gotten everything in here, but I'm gonna make one last, like, kind of like look around just to see if there's any chests that I didn't touch on the sides. Because I've got the time and I'm just gonna be fighting. So this floor isn't really that beneficial to us because it's outside of Walt's Tower, and outside of Walt's Tower is Garula. So, like, I'm still gonna fight here, but, like, we're only gonna be getting AP and very little of it.
Though, at the same time, that's getting you closer and closer to recover and revive.
Yes. Well, by 1 AP at a time.
Closer.
Yeah, Bone Mail should be at the top of Optimize. Oh! Wing Raptor.
Oh, right, you haven't actually fought a boss yet.
Goodbye. Oh, I'm on an 11th floor! Oh, whoops, I didn't even notice that.
That would explain.
No wonder it's only Garula. So this is early bosses. Okay. I didn't
Yo, that's 5 APB though.
Yeah. So one thing with this, so you'll notice there's no timer. So the only fights we're getting on this floor are Garula, Wing Raptor. I think we can fight Carl Boss. Pretty sure we can fight Carl Boss.
Oh, so the timer is turned off?
Yeah, boss floors don't have a timer.
Ah, that's excellent.
Yes, it's very important.
You can just bore your Sue to tears and grind up chemists to get revive.
No, there is a limited amount of counters on these floors. They will run out of enemies sooner or later.
Ah, there's an extinction mechanic that's
specifically for boss floors, so that you don't, because some boss floors you can run into random encounters that give experience. So, like, they don't let you fully...
Ferris EX means that she got her second USB recently, which gives her an EX mode.
Ferris EX means that if you knock out Ferris EX, you get to take 2 prizes.
We're just making some deep cuts tonight.
Ferris EX means I renamed the characters in the game.
Yeah. Mail is a 6-star rel.
Alright. Anyway, I'm going to move on floors because there's not a lot on this one and I don't want to, like, run this one down fully. There's no timer to. Anyway, you can see that the time is now actually back to, like, time that we've been in game, so... Not... Alright.
Yeah, by the way, I wasn't schmaltzing at all about that. Fair does get a second US later.
Time Magic Demi. This is a good floor. Oh boy, monster in a box. Alright.
Oh, baby.
Aegis. So this is enemies outside of Karnak Castle is what we're fighting right now in monster in a boxes. Yep. You cannot choose Galoof for this, sadly. Because, the way this ROM hack works is it placed it in, like, a spot in World 3.
Also, he doesn't have a mime sprite, apparently.
Oh, that's hilarious. Seriously? I guess that makes sense. Why make one?
You'd think that they'd just be, like, some debug stuff left over in the game's files or stuff.
Ooh, Turt Shell!
Yeah.
Or a Chalcum. Oh, how powerful is that weapon? 41? Is that better than Mangouche? Yeah, better than Mage Mash, not better than Mangouche.
Oh, right, because the turtle, like, just...
Yeah.
They just dropping turtle shells.
So this floor has a ton of, ton of drops for us. Like, there's a billion chests. Also, you have to go through here. This wall right here. Holy water...
Hopefully we can get plenty of those before Liquid Flame.
Giant Drink. Ooh, Giant Drink is a nice one to have in the pocket for our chemist. That's the doubler.
You just smooch him to death.
Also, this is the one floor, because this is Castle Karnak, this is the floor that has the you know, panic music going on it. With the drum beat in the background.
No, you have the 4th crystal long before he dies.
Yeah, it's World 2 that happens, so...
The Mime Crystal's in World 3, it's just the missing shard of the water crystal since...
Yep.
You notice that there is a crystal shard that kind of, like, fell on a ledge high up in Walt's Tower that you can't get at before everything sinks. And that's what it's doing there.
Right, because in Walt's Tower, when you pick up the shards, you have to pick them up one by one. And, like, it tells you, you got job, you know, and such. But when you can't pick up the mime one, it's in the corner. So when Texas falls, you gotta... Yeah, come back to it much later. Oh, just a longsword. Okay, that's not...
I'm also of the opinion that you get into turtle encounters, you just... maybe they're just hard-coded to throw turtle shells at you.
Well, in the game they are. There's like dragons have it as well. Any dragon enemies will drop Dragon Fang.
Yeah, that's why I'm thinking, like, it's hard to randomize that.
Yeah. It might have been that they only randomized, like, Rare Drop or something like that, and they left Common alone. Because it's clear that they did randomize drops. We got the Gaia gear early, but also, you know, we got Mithril Dagger off of Skeleton, and Turtle Shell off of Turtle, so... clearly there's something unrandomized there, like untouched. Not unrandomized, but like...
Does it also have anything to do with the tile set that you have to be fighting on?
Might be. Unsure. Headstone.
Because if you were still in the X-Death area with the bad lava and you encountered somebody that gave you a judgment staff, that would make sense. Because judgment staffs are like around where that tile set would be.
Chemist is about to get a rank up. That'll be nice. Oop. Back attack by the toad.
Uh-oh.
Oh, one thing I guess I didn't bring up when I talked about you can set like your run amounts and it defaults to 30. When you choose 0 or 255, you're basically choosing if you want to go Brave Blade or if you want to go, you know, like...
Yeah, you just like doing the slider. So really, no matter what you do to that mechanic, it is still it's still a 50% chance.
Though there is a chest later in the game that does contain a chicken knife.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. Like, if you get a knife and don't even mess with the basically means you could have also gotten the Brave Blade and have it be okay, but at the same time, you can still make the chicken knife work.
Oh goodness, I've won Maiden's Kiss.
Damn it!
Let's leave.
I hereby declare that Succubus Kiss is more important.
Or, it's too late.
Damn it.
Ooh, Wyvern. If that had been on Bart's, I would have kept it. Because, like, being a frog doesn't affect, like, his, like, viability at all. So.
Yeah, except for the fact that you have to attack, yes.
Fair, but... Still very light on jobs. Oop, there's some levels. White magic antidote. What do I have for magic? White magic antidote, mini cure, black magic, fire, ice, bolt, poison, sleep, time magic, speed, free gen, float, demi, stop, summon titan, and blue magic arrow, and that's it. And Power Song, okay. Black magic has at least a decent chunk there.
I'm sure that'll be great once you actually get it.
Right?
Though you do have Power Song from Bart, so if you were able to get that, that would help.
Yeah. One thing I really want to get far enough to show off is the end of this. I think I've only gotten the chance to show off the end of the cave one time. It is something special. The cave. It's good. We'll get there, hopefully. Until then, we'll fight Ricard Mage forever. And see if maybe we can get like a rod drop off of Ricard Mage. Morningstar.
Oh, you got the flail for your white mage.
Yeah, I'll put that on. Sweet. One of these days I'll actually play Lufia too.
Same. I keep hearing nothing but good things about it.
Kaz streamed the first 8 to 10 hours of it 4 years ago.
Because Lufia 2 also has an ancient cave, and it's full of really powerful monsters that you actually have to understand the mechanics of.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. And I was along with that stream, so I remember that.
That is the origin of the ancient cave. You're going back to your roots.
Mm-hmm. Oh man. It's got the church. Adisol. But yeah, so Waltz Tower enemies here. To beat it, you either killed it or yourself in 2 turns. Oh.
Yeah, because it's at the very end. You got nothing else to do.
Yeah.
You already cleared out all the treasure.
No, we will, there is a high chance we'll get back to that sometime.
Just haven't found a good time to fit in.
Yeah. Because the first one was like a Patreon thingy in the first place. Patreon thingy in the sense that it moved it up, like, my lists. Like, not a game I had not intended to show, but like a game that was already on the list, but super lengthy? Yeah, backburnered is a better term. Like, specifically because, like, it's still been, like, months removed from playing Tales of Berseria, but I didn't want to commit to, like, a super long RPG again. Like, immediately. That was why I chose to do, that's kind of the reason I'm doing La Milana right now, is because of that. So.
Oh yeah, how was Bug Fight? I didn't see the end of it.
That game is extremely good. Hollow Knight had a very good ending. Having, like, a final boss that, like, you can specifically see that the game had been building up to as, like, mechanically.
Yeah, I'm thinking about getting it at some point.
Okay. Gotcha, Squirrel Token. Alright, with the power of bribery, then it continues to get moved up on the slot, and will happen.
Oh, well, you look at that. Popular demand.
What made... Oh, Asuna! Yes. Okay, Asuna's extremely important.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
We were frogged earlier, and we only have one Maiden's Kiss. Like, I could... Like, if I got, frogged again, I would have no out. So...
2 Kira sources and Asuna. You're perfectly fine for this point in the
there we
game.
go. Fire Rod. Hell yeah. Let's go Lug Streams of 11. Writing bugs at work. Yeah.
Excellent play.
But Hollow Knight is an extremely good game that I very highly recommend to anybody. It has a few minor gashes on it. I think the one that actually more people have said to me and talking about it is the map thing turns people off. But I really like that mechanic, so but I can 100% understand it. Like, when you enter an area, you don't have a map of it, and, like, you have to, in order to have, like, a little marker on the map, you have to, like, give up a slight amount of a resource. So...
Okay, so you have a limited amount of beacons to put on the thing.
Well, no. You have badge points.
Oh,
And you have
badge points in order to, like, scry the area or something?
No, you just have to have one of your badge points dedicated to, like, if you want to know where you are on the map, like, if you pull up the map, it's just a dang map. Like, it doesn't have the magic, like, little thing that shows where
I see, you have the compass.
It's literally called the compass. So, yes. So, everything else is, like, normal with it, but, like, the like, costing a badge point to,
It's also full of really cute animations, like when the, when your dude is looking at the map, you see him in the background behind the overlay, just flipping out the map and then looking over it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that back attack was powerful. Alright, I think I can quick take the moment to heal, at least. Again, healing's pretty free, so...
Also, Hornet's fighting style is really interesting.
Mm-hmm. Put all your levels into flower points. Can't fault that. You know, flower points are useful. I think
you do have...
Sometimes you just want to use Quake Hammer 20 times. I don't know. God. Paper Mario is a... F. Should have seen if we were going to want to do that today. Oh well.
Yeah, how is Mike doing?
Good, I just... It slipped my mind today. Because today would have been a good day for it. But, like, I completely... Like... It is something that has slipped our minds a lot, and now, like, we're doing the Pokemon randomizer thing, which is a ton of fun.
Right.
The thing with that is that it fits a lot better into, like, short time periods that we tend to have.
Also, like you said, it's, the whole going through Mario RPGs with a person that has a different and sometimes conflicting schedule is a really huge commitment.
It's specifically the timing, like thing. Like, you know, when it's Mario or when it's Pokemon, like you can kind of start and stop that at any point. Like but with Paper Mario, there are certain points where you do not have the ability to just stop. It's still extremely good. Love me some Paper Mario games. Some Paper Mario games. Most, even, one might say.
Yeah, like, how many have you played? N64, Thousand Year Door, Super Mario?
I played part of Super. I didn't finish it, though, because it wasn't my copy. I played Sticker Star for...
5 seconds.
No, it was longer than that.
Oh, my condolences.
Like, it was pretty long. I think I finished the first world and went on to, like, the second one. And there was just a point that, like, there's, ooh, Priest Hat. Ooh. That's nice. There was a point where, like, I realized that I didn't want to fight random battles, because all they did was drain resources and give you nothing. And, like, from that point, like, once I realized that the game specifically did not want me playing it, I did not want to be playing it. So...
That's a big problem with Sticker Star.
Yeah, like... It was just like... It was just this realization that the game specifically did not want me doing any of it. Like, oh... Like... Fighting random battles? This is a bad idea. Like, what do you get from anything? Coins. Oh, well, you get coins from literally everything, and they're not useful. What do coins do? Replenish your, like, shitty stickers that, like... it has so many problems. Also, it's not funny.
Yeah. I think, like, around Super Paper Mario was the point where they forgot to write.
So, I don't know. I returned, Ashura is... I'll show that off. That is a, katana?
People have been insisting with Color Splash that they learned how to write again, and it's like, well, I don't know. I don't have a copy, so.
Yeah, I could put that on. Oh, yeah, let's open up these dagger racks.
Like, the other thing too is that when you see a series that you really like start floundering around with stuff, it starts reinforcing the idea that the system that they had before was perfect and good, and they should just go back to that and do that forever and never take risks, because they took risks and look what happened.
But like, that's sort of like, Thousand Year Door ain't no perfect game. Like, I've got no.
It has rule pacing issues, yes.
Ooh, specs. Like, I've got no, like, illusions about that. Elixir again, cool.
I think what keeps Thousand Year Door strong is the fact that you remember all of the good bits a lot more than all of the bits that drug on forever.
Well, like, it had the joke of, for example, in Super Paper Mario, there's a point I remember watching a friend playing where they just had to stand in a hamster wheel for 5 minutes or something like that.
Yes. That was like chapter 2, 3 or something. Like, you had to pay off like an impossible debt. Was the joke. Except they drove your joke to the point where you were running around the hamster wheel for 5 minutes.
Right. Well, okay, so number one, I'm sure somebody is either going to or already going to tell me that if it's bypassable and optional, but anyway, I know that. But
yeah,
the point I want to bring up is that the joke of, like, wasting the player's time as a joke is much better done in Thousand Year Door as the two mobster, like, the Ganadas?
Yeah, the say I love you 100 times.
Yeah, which, like, I found really funny. Like
all you had to do was just press A 100 times, it's fine.
Right. Like, I didn't think they were actually going to do it, and, like, they did it, and it was very silly, and it's like, okay, you know, it was just like, because that's the point of repetition, there, you know, it's, so repetition is a very big part of comedy. Like, a lot of the most remembered jokes from any, like, piece of media are going to be the ones that are, like, the repeating joke. But you have to realize the point of, like, you know, like going too far.
Yeah, you have to understand where too far is, and then dial it back in order to make your repetition.
Try replaying that level. I did Omnicrom specifically. I watched a friend play it. I did not play it, so like
The problem Omnicrom is not that it's an exploration level. That's fine. Not even that it is a trading quest level where you trade resources. The problem is, in order to resources, and at least a couple of times during that level, you're forced to just sit around and do stupid shit for like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I don't know. I just saw the hamster wheel thing and thought like it was taking a joke and running it too far. That's it.
Yes, that's basically what it is.
So, alright, I have a lot of potions. I say repetition is bad, I say, beating Wyvern for the 15th time. So...
I say repetition is bad as I grind in a JRPG. Which I'm sure is an excuse that plenty of people have levied at trying to redeem that level in Super Paper Mario. It's grinding in a JRPG,
yeah.
It's shut.
Omnicrom,
you need presentation behind that.
Omnicrom, I literally don't know what to tell you. I wasn't the one playing it. I just watched my friend play it for 5 minutes and thought, why have you been in this hamster wheel for 5 whole minutes?
Yeah, like, I honestly, I think that Omnicrom is more addressing this to me because I did play that.
Okay, fair. I don't have a...
Yeah, like, Omnicrom is not roasting your nuts about this in particular because you're not the one who played it.
Right, like, all I can do is sit here and, like, hands up from what I watched. No More Heroes did the same thing.
Yes. The problem is, it takes, in order for that sort of shit to work, it takes presentation. Like, if the presentation is good, it doesn't really occur to you that you are grinding because you're not bored out of your skull. And some games are able to do this with varying degrees of success. Once you start noticing that you're grinding for little to no reason and it's just wasting your time, that's when the presentation is bad.
I've gotten a lot of potions. Oh, I guess I'm on the same floor again. Oh boy, monster in a box. What do we got?
And
page 128. Page 128 in a box. Oh boy.
Okay, we're going into Flavor Town now.
I don't know what my level is. Oh boy. This is not the one that does it, by the way, so...
Yeah, there's a repetition, like...
Okay, I need to heal up Kryl.
Yeah, that thing in World 5 with the gigantic wall of text. Super Paper Mario has problems.
Okay, page 256. Alright. Oh, jeez, sap.
The Repster has that there's a difference between repetition and grinding, because grinding is a means to an end. You are moving toward...
Oh boy, alright. This is horrible.
How are you on levels?
Well, that's not the thing. I just got berserked when I'm holding a heal staff.
Oh, hell.
God damn it.
Did you get stuck in a loop?
I don't know.
Are you in a loop?
I have no control anymore.
Okay. Does Lena also have a healing staff? No, she does not.
No. Okay, that was just the 3. Ooh, that could have been really bad. Like, and we got an antidote for our troubles. Okay. Wait, my level.
Yeah, I was a little worried that.
What? My level difference is gone.
Damage.
Damn it! I didn't do it enough. Okay, I need to knock out Kryl again. Because like they're all level 14 still, so I need to adjust this. Oh crap. Oh god. Another monster in a box. And okay. Poltergeist and Defeater. Crap.
Omnicrom, I'm saying that the hamster wheel is the one that a lot of people point. It's very of a lot of the walk around as a joke problems Mario has. But you are right. It's not one of the worst ones. In a game with like a billion systems that are barely thought out.
Kodachi's pretty good. Probably have that on over. Alright. Oh,
it's
Zoo.
Like,
oh boy.
With Say No More Heroes, there's a reason of money that you are working towards, and you don't have to just keep mowing lawns or picking up cats forever, because once you do that minigame, it's off to assassination missions, which are at least a better stuff, which is fine. But at the time, it's a reasonable set goal that you are, whereas in an instance like Super Paper Mario with the hamster wheel,
I'm gonna knock Kryl out.
That is presented to you, so you know well that nothing you do.
Speaking of repetition, you've been beating that drum for like 10 minutes now, dude.
I've been beating it because the zoo keeps beating it, and we're all just like beating up here.
You know how I said that repetition, once it gets to a point, like loops back around?
I'm sorry.
Can we not?
Okay. Okay.
All right.
I'll shut it off.
I'm completely fine if the zoo wants to continue having the conversation. I'm just, man, I'm done with it.
Okay.
Everybody, oh no, Ferris is old. Damn it. Like, this is not the greatest place to, like, try to level up, like leaving, Kryl down, because, like, we're in a place where, like, monster encounters are actually dealing damage. We haven't gotten a lot of defensive upgrades, is, I guess, the big thing.
And other news, turtle shells are real.
Yeah, that's nice. Ooh, I should check commands on this, okay, level for everybody.
They're only one part of the equation, but they are a part of the equation that can only be gotten around here.
Drink pharmacy. Yeah, let's head on down. Ugh. I do not like this floor. I get lost very easily in it. If I go, like, right here, I get a treasure. Elf Cape! Hell yeah.
Yeah, I thought for a second there you were in the forest. I'm like, yep.
Like, the forest, I at least know my way around. But, like, this place, I can't see anything. This place does have a billion
I was
treasures.
going to say that the forest for that same reason.
Yeah, that's true. I just happen to have gone through the forest enough where it's like, yep, sure, I've been here forever. But yeah, Elf Cape is quite real. I'm quite happy about that one. I wonder if I should get Revive soon?
Sometimes Zombo. It's not in the version that I usually play.
Yeah, I don't know if you can do, like, the background layer. There's a way to revive. I can revive Kryl with Phoenix down, but I'm leaving her down right now again because I noticed the level difference wasn't meaningful. Like, they were all at 14, and I was like, wait, that's gonna get me killed.
Fortunately, we still have some time, just because those were all monsters in a box.
Yep. Black Mage job. Okay.
Oh, now you can finally start.
Let me quick get the rest of these treasures first before I adjust. Who wants that Black Mage? I'm kind of thinking I might just switch Bart's back into a Black Mage.
That's possible.
And just be like, I don't. Cause right now, Mage doesn't do a lot.
Yeah, this is a Team 750.
Yeah. I don't know who, like, God, I won't have any MP still. I haven't gotten any MP regeneration, as you might notice. How do I get those? There we go. Black Mage break. Okay.
Is, like, how usable is that even on these low-level mobs? I mean, I know that death is because many bosses in World don't resist it.
Yeah, I have an ether if I really wanted to, but, like, oh god. Oh, no, I can't get to that from here. I have to go all the way back around this side.
Oh, dang.
I just get lost here. I'll be lost in this infinite maze of hell. So I'm fine putting on a Black Mage, like, because, you know, okay, no, I'm giving up my healing staff, but Lena should still be able to use staves.
Yeah, I was about to say, you're not really giving up your healing staff.
Yeah. Alright, then down here, then left. Well, sure is zoo country around here. So we're go for a record keeper on Monday, right?
Yes.
Excellent.
Always.
Ooh, gold shield.
I have to, like, I already set up the teams and everything, but on Sunday I'm just gonna have to, like, power through because I have, like, 6 friggin' soul breaks that I have to master now. I wasn't expecting Lightning to just suddenly bust on in with, like, all of her best gear.
Yeah. I'm really excited for the Legend Materia stuff.
Yeah, me too. It's at the same time, it's still a convenience and time, just because the Legend Materia relics are compared to major Legend Materias, and they occupy the same spot anyway. So it's just, you know, choose whichever one you prefer.
Yeah. The zoo. Oh dear, I'm out of time. Let's move floors. I'm done with... This is the other thing with this floor, is like, the time sink of it is very huge. Alright, I'm just gonna use a Phoenix down and pick up, Kryl, and then Chemist to back row, Chemist, equip, heal staff. That should be good enough. No one saw anything, it's cool.
The ref didn't see it, it didn't count.
I don't know what you're talking about, Adrian.
I didn't see that gorilla pull out a wrench.
Oh my god. That's a game I should replay soon.
Yeah?
Like, it's just been so long.
I also want to see if I can just emulate it, you know, like, try and see just how good this desktop is compared to my old one.
Fair. Alright, floor 18, so getting close. Samurai job. I'm actually taking that. So, Ferris into Samurai.
Speaking of record keeper setups, I need to see... I need to experiment with, I guess, OBS Studio or something, because, like, you could have the IPS throttling taken care of with the VPN, but at the same time, it's like, if there's a bitrate leak going on with Discord or any calls that we have, that's a problem.
Right. 4 crew dust in a box. Ugh. This could be bad.
You technically have AoE. You have ice.
I could do it if I need to. Record Keeper has gone back to Vpriz. He did last week, so he will be in the future.
Yes. Last week, actually.
Last week, yeah,
He did the Final Fantasy V one.
Yeah. Oh no, I left a crew dust alone.
Okay.
Please take an action. Attack it. Okay. Oof. Job level, black 1, and Maiden's Kiss. Oh, alright. Maiden's Kiss is actually pretty real. Still don't have a job for Kryl. If I had a second... Maybe I should just put her in Samurai. Sure.
Also bear in mind that, well, I guess, you know, Ribbon...
I know. Dude, whatever. I have to give it up sooner or later. I have to.
Yeah.
Yeah, the danger with crew dust is Flash is full party blind when I'm... Lilthrod? Let me check. I think that one's actually good. You're right. We'll check after this fight.
Yeah, now watch the status effect floodgates friggin' burst wide open.
Ooh.
He threw away his ribbon, boys. Get him.
Oh, geez. Samurai's a huge health boost.
No kidding.
Oh, my goodness. So this is a weird screen in that you have to leave the way you came in.
Also, between Main Gauche and Elf Cape and, like, the sword catching Ferris is very, very good at handling physical attacks.
Ooh, Silent B. So we are reaching the point where, like...
Yes, because the next set of encounters will be the library ones.
Yep.
Oh, that's the other nice part about, like, Silence. Lena doesn't have to care because the healing staff doesn't care.
Yep. Not sure. Like, the monster in a box was crew dust, but it was 4 crew dust. So, like, that was a hefty encounter, not like a... Yeah, Silent B was our canary, as to say, to let us know that we were nearing the library. I'll check levels after this. I should be 16, 16, 16, 15, I think. I certainly hope. I swear to God, if I'm 15, I'm gonna be really annoyed. Ooh, right! A shuriken crit! Crits exist in this game.
This just in, samurais are real.
If you lose, yes, it's the same. The timer is the same timer as a Castle Karnak explosion. So, like, letting that hit 0, it will lose you. Wow, Silent B can blind as well. I don't like this encounter at all. Alright, let's just leave. We're already below 5. Okay, next battle or 2, we should get up to 16, 16, 16, 15.
Does blind affect the healing staff?
Don't think so.
Okay, because it's a cast.
Yeah. Ice 2. Excellent. Ooh! Give me that hat. Tricorn hat.
Oh, Tricorn, yeah. Oh, yeah, another Maiden Kiss.
Yep. YNRN, that's exactly it. Okay, we're inside the fire ship, and, so, okay.
I don't know, I just get really excited when you get the Maiden's Kiss, because that's another succubus kiss you could throw against Liquid Flame.
I know. I'm gonna throw down a save state before Liquid Flame, because I want to be able to, like, finish this one, so save stating doesn't feel bad to me. Mithril Shield, Gold Helm. Gold Helm is an upgrade. Yeah, Gold Helm's an upgrade. Mithril Shield is not. That's what I already have there.
What floor are we at?
20? 19 or 20? We're getting close.
Okay, so next floor.
Yeah. 22 is the one that has our bosses. Every 11.
Oh, every 11, not every 10. Okay.
Yep. Every 11, it's, 11, 22, 33, 30, 44, and such.
Okay, because 99 floors.
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Okay. Glad our level difference is, like, real here.
Meanwhile, we're really at those turtle shells get cashed in.
True. Well, turtle shells are useful not only for Maiden's Kiss, but a couple other decent mixes.
Yes.
Maiden's
like, the fact that you're building up a stockpile now is very excellent.
Yeah. Alright, there's levels. And the recover command, which I'm actually going to put on...
Is recover single Asuna or mass Asuna? Because revive is mass revive.
I'll have to check. I'll just try using it here. Mass.
Nice.
So, one of the things that this game doesn't have has in very few ways is multi-targeting healing and multi-targeting, like, that sort of thing. You're basically your only choices outside of White Wind are these commands on Chemist, which are multi-target, and actually no, Phoenix isn't even multi-target.
Yeah, like, this sort of shit is huge because you don't need to care about ribbons anymore.
Oh, whoops.
What happened?
When I changed, it does a optimize every time you change.
Oh, dang it.
Yep.
I forgot about that shit. Like, it's bad enough that optimize is a trap, and the game explicitly lets you know that it's a trap, but then it has to put literally every action you take.
It was optimal to have that flail on. Mongoush block, yeah. Luckily, the attack from the heal staff actually counts as an attack for purposes of breaking confusion and sleep. It's very nice. Yeah, what? I'm still sitting here trying to think of multi-target healing, and I think it's literally like White Wind, and then like the Asuna command, or the recover command is Mass Asuna. The revive command is a Mass Revive, but like that's...
Yeah, did we mention chemists are incredibly powerful?
Alright, well I'm gonna kill Crew Dust first here. Even though, like, you want to kill defeaters first, normally, because of, like, their little gimmick, but I don't want to leave a Crew Dust alone, because that's when it will use Flash.
Yeah, I'm saying that, Revive may be 425 AP away, but it is well worth the investment.
Well, also, I could switch to White Mage. That might be a little better current investment, but... Because it's... You only have so much AP in the cave, you know? There's no infinite sources.
And then again, you said it yourself,
right.
Phoenix Downs are extremely rare. So.
I know.
Yeah.
But
it's a good choice either way.
I do have life as a ability right now, or like as a magic. So
okay, so motor traps don't self-destruct unless you cast thunder on them.
Yeah. Everybody still has 5 MP.
Because like that's what I always do because I want to learn self-destruct.
We'll do one more fight on this floor, and then we'll move on, and I think this will be 21 for the next floor? We'll see.
Oh, I was overshooting it. It's 405. That's a little better.
Yeah. Like I said, I'm gonna choose to go to get a White Mage, like, for the future.
It is nice to spread it out, especially since, you know, you can only carry, recover, or revive, so maybe...
Why is everyone's MP so low? You don't recover MP or HP on level up.
Nope, and he hasn't been actually trying to heal MP, so there you have it.
20 floors, and we haven't gotten a pot for the Wind Shrine floor yet, so...
That's how it rolls sometimes.
Mm-hmm. Alright, another turtle shell. Let's move on. This is 420. God, it's the freaking... Okay. Whatever. We can do this quick. Double Crew Dust. Okay, double Crew Dust. It ain't a big problem. I have a lot of eye drops, so like blind isn't the worst in the world, but...
You have a lot of eye drops in the form of a command.
True. Actually, you're right. What do I care? I have a command that's just ignore this crap.
Yeah, like that's the other huge thing about recover and revive. That's basically infinite resources that are cast on the whole party.
All right. Yeah, the second boss is going to be coming up here again. We have a timer on screen to let you know how long things are going to be taking. Because
you haven't found a shop yet, so who's to say that you can't just like cash in on some of those Phoenix Downs for something good?
Right, man. So we talked about the shops, and I've talked about that a bit. There's only one floor tile set that has the shop, and it's the like Guido's Cave tile set. So that's one we do want to encounter, and we want to encounter sooner rather than later, as the. I'm not having any of this. We're gonna choose to flee from an encounter.
That one's kind of stupid.
There we go. Monster in a box.
Okay. Is Lena actually poisoned, or did you change her name? Both of those things are correct.
Okay. Okay, we got sea monsters. Wow, they hit hard. Yeah, one of the things I can do is name change, like at the beginning of the game. That's why we have Butts and Kara, and then also Lena Poison and Ferris EX.
I mean, the good news is that samurais are more than capable of handling physical attacks.
Oh, definitely.
That's kind of their bag.
And my Black Mage does decent physical damage. That's weird.
Well, only because Mage Masher is still kind of beefy.
Yeah. Alright, what do we got behind Monster in a Box? So, sea monsters were in the box. 2 Thunderskeins, right, because those are what we fought. Like, those things always have Thunderskeins. Oh, another Monkaush. Nice. I'll take that.
Mangaush is still, like, stat-wise better than the Mage Masher at this point, too, right?
Mage Masher is actually the more powerful weapon. By a little bit. Like, not... But I like it more as a weapon anyway. Alright, so these two... Diamond Mail and a Rune... Oh, dear lord.
Rune Axe, you say?
No, Rune Sword. But nobody can use swords.
Damn it.
But Diamond Mail?
The Diamond Mail, though.
Yeah, nobody can use flat swords right now in any of my jobs.
Diamond Mail's another story.
Okay. Yeah, Diamond Mail's another story. Alright, we gotta go all the way back around and then pick up those 2 chests in the corner.
The thing you must understand, Steampunk Bob, is that Lena eats poison. There's never a situation in which he's not just, like, gorging on poison for no good reason, and then disguising it as actually helping something or somebody.
Alright, move down here, and then to the left we get 2 more treasures, and then we can leave. Oh.
Luna, you can't eat that dragon grass, it's poison! I know. It's like nectar, it pains me.
Galoof likes... making bad jokes?
Galoof doesn't actually know what he likes because he's amnesia.
Iron Hat and... Thief Job.
Also, it's canon that he blatantly does not like bad jokes, because in Bal, bad jokes will get you punished. Also, Thief is pretty good. Probably steal some good stuff.
Yeah. I don't want to fight that fight right now. That's too long of a fight for this. Thief is good because it lets me steal these stupid
The pyramid floor is pretty great.
Yeah. Alright, 21. Next floor is boss encounter. And the next floor actually has a cool puzzle I like a lot. Because it's gonna be, we're gonna be in the fire ship next floor. Again, Liquid Flame being the boss, but it's an interesting, like, way to make the puzzle more different. Alright, let's see what we get here. I want a sword user.
To be fair, remember, Galoof didn't like having dead friends until all of his friends were dead.
Oh, whoops. I didn't kill Defeater first. Oh well.
Oh dear.
Oh, whatever. I'll fight more.
Hey, it's time.
I can fight Motor Trap. It's not actually that bad. Or they'll just hit for some ridiculous amount of damage on my Thief. That's good too. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna steal from you. You should have... Ah, dang it. I would say you should have high potions, right? Like everything in this place has high potions.
Oh yeah, like Thief is basically your high potion.
Black Hood? What? That's a... Who gets that? Is that... Oh, that's...
Thief gets that.
Thief gets that, yeah. 12 defense. Nice. I would say that's not actually like Black Mage Hood, that's like the Ninja Hood. It's more what that's trying to be.
Thief is almost basically your healer. There are a ton of high potions that can be stolen.
Yeah. I'm gonna try to keep... I'm keeping a thief on specifically because I wanted to get Mug.
That's a good thing to have.
Okay.
Yeah, you were just moving right along, aren't you?
Hey, Gil Toss. Gil Toss gives me something to do with my damn money. Hey, Tier 2. Hell yeah.
So is there only the one shop that you ever find?
Only... You can find multiple... shops?
Okay.
Like, you can't just... But it's only on that one tile set. It's not like you only find that tile set one time. Okay, so interesting thing about Sergeant and 3 Kernaks. This fight doesn't change the battle music.
Oh, is this the Iron Claw version?
No, it's just when you're in any encounter in the castle escape, doesn't change battle music because of
Yeah. Okay.
there's the music that's going on. And now the dogs run away.
God, I still can't believe friggin' Dorgan is a character in Record Keeper.
I know. How about Jill? How about that known character from Final Fantasy 13? I played this.
Yagurash.
I played this event and I still don't understand why they're a character, but sure, whatever.
There's fleshing out the games since plus Chilnabot was in like 2 scenes and got owned by the Space Pope.
Ever think about how Bart kills Kelliger? Yeah. Oh, right, it has nothing. Alright, let's just move on to boss floor, I think.
I mean, the problem is you can levy that accusation. Why would you use this character from 13 in, like, at a lot of characters in Final Fantasy 13? They just get, like, a couple of scenes and then get owned. I mean, I'm waiting for Yagurash.
Some dead guy.
No, like, it's not even some dead guy. It's just a guy who won't stop, who keeps dying and won't stop coming back.
Alright.
Inexplicably.
Alright, so... The cool thing with this puzzle is that it is doing the puzzle in reverse. Also, I'm gonna file... Save state 1.
I'm pretty glad that you are allowed to do it in reverse.
Mm-hmm. Now, you could bypass the puzzle just by hitting that lever there and leave the room, but then you wouldn't get the prize.
Gnome's absolutely correct about snow. I just want to throw that out there.
This floor is a boss floor, no timing.
Because it's like anybody voiced by Troy Baker immediately earns a lot of my respect, plus that idle animation.
Alright, flip that switch. Oh. We do have encounters on the floor, though. Are the bosses random? They're the same. Though some floors have a random selection of bosses you can run into. Like floor 11 had was random encounters that were just early game bosses. So let's kill Defeater first. I don't want to fight. Does that mean you can theoretically grind here? There are a finite number of encounters on boss floors.
They do that specifically so that you can't just, like, AP grind your way to ultimate power.
Also, the encounter rate is usually quite low.
Which honestly makes me think that they don't just flat shut it off, they just keep lowering the chance rate until it is basically almost 0.
That wasn't a boss encounter on the last 4. That was actually Sergeant and three Knacks, which is a fight you can get in the castle.
Yeah, the problem is that, like, there is a Sergeant
Alright.
3 Knack version that turns into Iron Claw.
Alright, save state. Save 1. Alright. I'm gonna spend a couple ethers. Just to have some magic ready. Alright. So this is the first real boss of what we got going on here. Monsters in the box. 2 Iron Claws and Liquid Flame.
Oh, is that all?
Yeah. Don't worry about it. It ain't that bad. Oh, whoops. Looks like, Kryle's dead.
Fortunately, you don't have to spend your pool of MP in order to just flat cure people.
Yep. Okay, Liquid Flame is... Again, this is a different Liquid Flame than Boss Liquid Flame, so...
Oh god, this is the Phoenix Tower one, too.
Mm-hmm. Okay, 1 Iron Claw down. Again, Iron Claws are what we're going after first.
They're largely physical, and that means that Samurai can deal with them fairly easily.
Oh boy, White Mage just fell over to a Polka God. Let's Phoenix down, pick you back up.
Iron Claw
Yikes.
really doesn't like Kryle.
Yikes. Ugh. Polka God hits a little
Jesus.
hard. Yeah, we don't have good options for dealing with the Polka God. Also, the Polka God paralyzes. Just, you know, because... Luckily, this Liquid Flame spends, like, a number of actions just doing nothing, like healing itself right now, which is very nice.
Also, I didn't realize you had Ice too. That's... I don't know, that's
It's an option.
an option.
Non-gash block! Stop Doom Clawing! Oh my god! I need this Iron Claw dead before I can even think about, like, winning the fight. And that's... Nope, still not. Alright.
Yeah, the other thing too is that... Oh. Like
Okay.
nothing for Ferris.
There we go.
How is this version of Liquid Flame's MP?
That's not the problem. The Polka God is.
I'm just saying, like, he could just waste his turn. Thing that he has no MP for.
Right. I don't know. I don't have the answer to that, because I don't know, like, the moveset of this one as much as I know.
I could go look it up, because
Yeah. That'd be
don't
fine.
want to just, like, chase down 1600 damage.
Oh, Fire 3 kills me in the back row, even. Oh, God. I don't have good ways of winning this fight. Liquid Flame and Record Keeper somewhere? Yes. A multiplayer fight on the on the last event. My guild toss.
Fortunately, he was not the, like, the actual one, because that would have been...
Why would row affect Fire 3 at all? It's not row. I'm going row for finger, not for fire, obviously.
Oh my god.
throwing, yo. Yeah, for that. I went back row for the finger. If I was front row, that'd do about 600 damage. Just keep throwing cash. I don't need it. It was mostly an exclamation that even switching rows, like, the opponent still has a way of fighting me way too effectively here.
God damn it, 1,000 MP. Let's see if this guy is, not immune to once, so...
Whatever, it should be dead. Cool. Power of money. I got 200 gil for that. 99 AP.
Oh, I didn't realize you can, like, throwing money at your problems.
Oh yeah, I just decided to throw money at my problems. Anyway, the reason I want this is because of the 99 AP on this fight. So, and a ribbon. So I spent about half of my cash there, maybe a little more than half, actually. But,
half of cash for, like, P is...
Yeah. Well worth it. I'll pay the blood. I'll pay the blood price. That's fine by me. All right, let's get into a random encounter on this floor so I can heal up.
You still have 8,000 gold. That's pretty good.
Right, but that's 22 floors worth of gold, and I spent maybe like half to 2/3 on that fight. All right, so we're gonna use heal staff to, like, you know, get everybody back up to real, like, HP, but we got the victory.
Yeah, I was about to just, like, go, maybe you should try the Mage Master strategy because he's open to side, but no, money solves everything.
Right, money is the solution. Throw hell money at it, it works. Hell dollars are real.
By the way, Samurai is a really good class.
Yeah.
That can just solve your problems.
So I'm just gonna defend against Defeater for a little while to heal up. Alright. Later, Omnicrom.
Take it easy, Omnicrom.
Alright. Okay. A couple more healings and I should be, like, back at full.
Well, I mean, the reason why it works, TK Cat, is because you're not throwing dollar bills, you're throwing gold coins.
Yeah.
Those hurt.
They're heavy. Is that actually max HP for... No, that's not, okay. Okay, we're getting there. We can start attacking Defeater now.
Okay, so let's see. That's right. But we found out that fight in Record Keeper is real. It's just that he still doesn't respect physical attacks. You have to have an all magic offensive.
Yeah. Here, a drink. Okay. One thing I'm also going to do here is, give me just a second. This isn't going to do anything to the stream. I'm just going to splice recordings. So, if you're watching this on YouTube archive, see you in the next one.